The movie is about a little girl named Luxie, who had 5 small people into her life. After they come, how will her life change, and will it be dangerous? We first meet Luxie at the start of the movie. She is the most intelligent, successful, and active girl in her school. Her little brother is mischievous and less attractive than his sister. He consistently receives worse grades than his sister. The siblings' last year at this particular school was this one. Their instructor informs one day that the pupils in the top grade would take the front seats. Those who get high grades will be seated accordingly. She further claims that the prize would go to the student with the best GPA. The student in the class who sits next to Luxie, she regarded Luxie to be her adversary since she was so envious of her. When Luxie's parents discover that the kid with the best GPA will get an award, they are informed at home. They experience extreme joy. Her brother gets less attention from her parents than she does, because Luxie consistently earns high grades in her classes. Her sibling, though, was a touch unruly. Luxie notifies her parents about her brother's mischievous behavior in class. Additionally, he doesn't focus on his schoolwork. After hearing this, Luxie's parents severely reprimanded her brother. The kin box is set on the table by Luxie's father in the background. When her brother tries to touch the delectable treat, his mother stops him and tells him, "This isn't for you. This is being given to my daughter for her use." She abruptly steps away as Luxie opens the package at night. That box releases a brilliant light. 5 small individuals appear out of nowhere and ask who Luxie is when they overhear them chatting. She experiences both shock and joy. She is being spoken to by that small being. She inquires after them before introducing herself. "We have always resided in the can, the small ones inform me." At this time, Luxie's mother phones her. She initially chooses to inform her mother about this. Later, she recalls how her mother had ejected all the household creatures. She so chooses not to tell her mother anything. She prepares their outfits after taking their measurements. She names them afterwards in accordance with them. She gives the word artist to the one who aspires to be an artist. She enjoyed creating paintings much. The second one wanted to be a businessman, and the third, who enjoyed studying very much, wants to be a doctor. He wants to safeguard people. The last candidate enjoys singing and aspires to be a vocalist. Additionally, Luxie gives them access to a little home where they may remain. The doctor informed Luxie that he enjoys reading and that he wants to attend college while she was getting ready for bed. "You'll accompany me to school tomorrow," Luxie says after he nods his agreement. The next day, Luxie accompanies the doctor to school while concealing him in her hair. She runs across the same smart girl there, who was envious of her and her enemies. "Your brother hasn't attended class today either," she informs Luxie. "What might I then do, according to Luxie?" "Okay, then I'll go to the instructor and tell her everything," the astute girl responds, because she used to tell the instructor everything. She complains a lot, one might say. A boy is now holding Luxie's hand. "Why do you constantly blame your brother?" she asks. In the meanwhile, the physician, who was concealed in Luxie's hair, he reaches inside the boy's pocket and opens his trousers. He therefore received an insult in front of everyone. The whole class was making fun of him. We see Luxie's brother entering his room with his dog. The dog picks up the little home and starts to shake it. They all started to worry, and the small folk started to tremble. There seems to have been an earthquake there. The soldier among them then uses a weapon to strike the dog. As a consequence, the dog is hurt and starts bleeding from his snout. As soon as Luxie's brother notices this, he starts looking for medication for him. His mother had heard the noises and was going to enter the house, because that puppy was also kept a secret from his mother by Luxie's brother. The little people assist him in hiding the dog when they find out. The soldier pulls him out of the window after sitting on him. Luxie finds that the soldier has gone at night. They all set out in stealth to locate him. In the meanwhile, Luxie's brother also notices the little humans. She now tells her brother everything. Her brother afterwards expressed gratitude to them for rescuing his dog. Later, Luxie claims that her mother would let keeping the dog in the home, provided her brother receives 90% on the documents. But how could he get such marks if he was ineligible? He is told by the doctor, "I'll assist you." The doctor assists him the next day, but Luxie dozes out during the examination. As the outcome shows, his sibling succeeds academically because the doctor was able to assist him. Luxie's parents severely reprimanded her for this. The instructor couldn't accept that Luxie's brother was there. How did he manage to get such marks? He still needs the doctor's assistance to provide accurate answers to all the questions. He was now listed as one of the school's top pupils. His parents now give him their whole attention, but Luxie was really concerned about everything. She sits in the drizzle and starts to reflect. Her buddy comes up to her and inquires as to her source of sadness. This was a test, and it cannot determine the course of our destiny. Nothing to worry about, everything will be oak. Later, her buddy presents her with a photograph that she had taken of Luxie. Luxie visits the little people and exhibits the image to them. She claims that my buddy is the finest painter and is the best artist. But since she always has poor exam results, the instructor will never let her to take part in the competition. Tiny folks got really upset after hearing this. They all want to enter the teacher's office via the door, so they could take the supplies for painting. All of the little people visit the teacher's office the next day to discover the colors. After taking them, everyone leaves, but the artist is still there. Fortunately, someone contacted the instructor and she is able to flee. To enable her buddy to take part in the competition, Luxie provides her the colors. Along with the artist, her buddy creates the artwork. The lower grade children were not permitted to participate when the school's painting competition began. However, Luxie displays her friend's artwork to every visitor. She also converses with them in a variety of languages. Everyone is content, but Luxie interferes with the show. Because she had wrecked the concert, she was being punished. She had to sweep the whole floor as punishment. She receives a lot of assistance from other pupils. All of them were her pals. The speaker makes a statement in the interim. No competitions will be open to kids with poor grades. When word gets out that this is going to happen to all the little folks, they make the decision to assist all the pupils that struggle academically. All of Luxie's friends are given an overview of the little people. They want to support them throughout their exams. The exam day has now arrived, but their scheme is foiled when the instructor requests that everyone switch seats. This is the tale of every child's early years. However, they still succeed in passing them and helping everyone. Not only do they succeed, but every student receives honors. However, the exams they completed by cheating reveal everything to the instructor about them. The instructor, who was envious of Luxie since she obtained the cheating materials from the classroom, was informed about this by the bright girl. These youngsters are all being summoned to the principal's office right now. Everyone was questioned about who was responsible. She accepts full responsibility for all she has done. Luxie's parents are summoned to the school after hearing this. They inform them about her, and they also learn that she was expelled from the school. Her mother severely reprimands her for this. According to Luxie, pupils have received unjust treatment depending on their grades. Hearing this makes the principal very furious. However, Luxie's father begs the school not to expel his daughter. The instructor and the principal both agree with this, however. When the tiny ones learn there, they tell the weak pupils that they must all study. Luxie remarks, "I used to be an excellent student upon hearing this. I used to get high grades, but ever since you arrived, I couldn't." The small folks are upset upon hearing this. They prepare their things and go. Luxie's brother also arrives at the various locations where they all congregate. Gather all the pupils who are weaker, advises the doctor among the little folks. We'll teach them how to study since we aim to assist everyone." After everyone had arrived, it was announced that they should start studying. The astute girl captures the small beings one day and places them in a glass jar so that they can support her academically. The next day, Lux's brother informs her of the little people's disappearance and requests that she locate them, but Luxi refuses. "This time, we should concentrate on the exam." The smart girl traps the small folks on the opposite side in the school's shop, then remove them from the container. A rat attacks them in the meanwhile. After finishing her exam, Luxi starts to leave the class. She was now concerned about the small individuals, which troubled her. "Luxi, however, will be expelled from the school if you continue in this manner," warns the instructor. She leaves the classroom after refusing to pay attention to her. She was constantly encountering small people. She hears the sound of a jar breaking in the background. She goes there right away. All the little ones that are now her buddies, she apologizes to everyone after saving them all from the rat. She later takes them from that location. The smart girl then arrives there. She notices there isn't a corpse there. Sparkles start to appear from the light as she switches it on, and a fire breaks out there, spreading over the whole campus. Due of the fire, every pupil was trapped. The instructor assists everyone and leads them outside. The fire was being put out by a few instructors. She freed the smart girl who was trapped there by saving Luxi. Someone was sobbing due of their injury. After rushing, all of the pupils arrived on the school roof. With the aid of Lux's brother, the little people transport a chopper there. They throw a rope there and rescue everyone. After clutching the rope with the aid of their uniforms, all the pupils advance. But when it's Lux's time, the fire starts to burn the rope. Everyone discovers the existence of the tiny people when the little soldier rescues Luxi by climbing onto the rope. The soldier was later brought to the hospital. He needs the instructor's blood type. The soldier is saved thanks to the blood donation of Lux's instructor. It is not always simple to earn high grades and put in constant study time, as Lux's parents have also come to understand. The globe contains a wide variety of things. Enjoy taking care of them, loving them, and assisting them. Now the little soldier was likewise well. Luxi is recognized as the top student at the conclusion of the movie. She advises us to put in a lot of effort and get high scores every time. Everybody applauds her. After bidding farewell to Luxi, the little people finally start to return to the actual world from which they originally arrived, and nobody is aware of it. Where they originated, the artist girl presented Luxi, who was accompanying them, her artwork while they were there. Always be joyful and considerate to others. This is how the movie finishes.